Okay, we are going to attempt to learn how to use Snap and Read on the iPad, which is also the Tobii Dynavox. Some of the stuff he can do himself, and some of the stuff it's just really handy when you're working with him to be able to use this. So this is the Snap and Read icon, but what you would really be using it for is to open and interact with a document that he would typically be getting probably in Classroom. But since I don't have Classroom or his Classroom, I'm just going to open a document and we are going to interact with a document. Okay, so we have it here, and this actually says open in Snap and Read. We're not going to use that because that won't always appear, but this little icon will. And if you come in here, you just scroll down and you can open it in Snap and Read. There's also other options here that we will take a look at once we're sharing the completed copy. So we're going to open it in Snap and Read, and it's asking if you want to create a copy in Snap and Read, and you do. So now it looks a little bit different. We're going to come up here to this little icon up here. It's like an editing icon, and when you select that, this toolbar on the left hand side will pop up, and it will allow you to insert a text box. It'll also give you options here. You can change the color of the font to, it's the same color. And you can increase the font by pressing here, and you can change the font by selecting there. You can also resize it and relocate it. The next little icon here is like a post-it note, so you can add a comment to a specific area. And save it, and then it'll just appear here for notes. You can also use a drawing tool. Let's see. Like this. There's a highlighting tool, which once you click on it, you can change the color, the thickness, the opacity. But we're going to just leave it there. And we can highlight. And you can also insert images with this here. So you would go to Safari and search for an image that you want to use, maybe a boat.
Oh.
Once you find a picture of a boat you want to use, you're just going to press and long hold it, and then save it to Photos. Now, when you go back into Snap and Read, you can click on the Images icon, and you're going to choose something from your photo library. Jack knows how to do most of this stuff. And then your boat is there, and you can add it to your document. You can also move it and reshape it. And then from here you can share it. So you can come up here to that same icon, or similar icon actually. It's this one here. It's a share icon. And you just scroll down a little bit to where it says share. And from here you can share it. He'll have different options, but he can share it into Classroom, he can share it into his Drive, or he can share it into Gmail, and he can turn it into a teacher. It's not going to let me here, but sorry, mine's not set up. But you can add his teacher's name here and then press send, and he can turn it in that way, or he can turn it in, he can save it to his files here, and then it would be on his device, And when he goes back into Classroom, he can add to his assignment and select it from his device.
That's fun.
Let's see if we can just do that. And we're going to call it Boat Test. And save it. And now I will need to go into, oh, let's see if I can go into Google Classroom, maybe. I'm not sure it'll work. His is set up much better than mine is. Let's see, classwork, add, assignment, would be similar. Oh no, it wouldn't. Well, he would go to classwork and then he would select where the assignment is, and then he can add a file and it will pop up there and he can choose that file to turn it in. I hope this helps answer some questions, but please reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm always available to help and go through it with you. But that's Snap and Read.